What's up, everybody? Back to another Konosuba video, and finally did it. 4-starred the advanced dungeon. So I'm gonna go over what I used. It wasn't anything too crazy, and at the end I'll show like the affinity. My affinity for the characters is pretty high. Keep that in mind. Obviously, this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for, you know, the dolphins, kind of like a whale-esque type of scenario. I mean, I'm sure you can do it if you like, you know, spend, or if you're free to play and get lucky. But you have to have a pretty, like, you know, souped up account to be going with a 4-star, or it's going to be extremely difficult. Now, I'm not going to go through it because it is RNG dependent. I did have to reset a bunch, which would be closing the app and reloading it. I also had to get lucky with the drops, I believe. What I did was stage 1. Let me go back to dungeon info. Alright, so this one I had 10%, or I beat this 10% damage reduction. Beat this one 20% damage reduction. This stage I think I had, you do more magical damage. This one was, well, it only lasts for one stage on this one, by the way. This one I had 30% damage reduction, so I had 50 overall. And this one I had like 7 agility, I believe. So pretty much, I'm gonna form party. The only characters I used were this darkness. There's Eyes, Celio, Amelia, Mitsurugi, Wiz, this Aqua, and Megumi. Not Megumi, sorry, Yun. I did not use Celio, Belle, Megumi, Rin, like any of these characters. In fact, let me... Can I just remove them? Yeah, okay, let me remove them real quick. Since obviously I just skip ticket it now. Let me remove everybody that I did not use. Sorry, Belle. Alright. Oh, and you. Alright, so pretty much my strategy on the stage 1, which was the 2 snails and the, whatchamacallit, was I used these 3. I kill the zombie first and then one of the snails, and then I get everybody's ability and ult, and then I'll heal darkness so she has a lot of HP still, and then I'll kill it. Going into the Minotaur phase, which is the next one, I will go to, oh, by the way, damage cut's still broken, so this is the ult. Then I have the first ult because it gives you attack. Then, you know, can't change Amelia's. Mitsurugi is the heal one. Wiz is the slow one. Yun's is the magic buff. Aqua's is the heal. Now onto the stages, like I said. First one, kill the zombie. He does the most damage. Leave a snail. Get ult. Second phase, kind of the same thing. The first Minotaur won't do too much. You know, heal up, get some ults. Third stage, I used Wiz. Got Wiz ult, was able to clear without dying. Wiz had like no HP at this point, unfortunately. So into this one, what I did is I had to reset a bunch. I reset a couple times on this one just to make sure Wiz would live through all of it. Very, very good that I did, because on stage 4, I think I got some really good RNG on stage 3 to make sure Wiz would live, because they perfectly attacked and she would heal every time, and then they'd attack like Yun or Aqua. I had Aqua so I could rush ult with Wiz to slow them down, because her ultimate lowers their speed. Their, you know, funny gauge dial moves very, very slow after Wiz ult, as you would know. Stage 4, pretty much what I had to do is I had to get Wiz ult off. Wiz would die because she had no HP and there's no way to heal her, right? But thanks to the ult slowing them down, I was able to kill them with Mitsurugi, Yun, and... oh my god, my dogs are going crazy right now. Yeah. Hang on one second. Alright, hopefully they won't be too crazy. Anyway, Wiz ult helped a bunch. It let Mitsurugi kill the small dragon, and then thanks to, I believe I was using Amelia, because Aqua didn't have her heal or anything up at the time, and she was like a bit lower on HP. So Amelia ult, Amelia heal, Yun helped me out a bunch on stage 4. Luckily Mitsurugi didn't die. And then for the last stage, I went back to using Eyes, Darkness, Celio. At this point Wiz was dead, so I couldn't have another death. So I know, I threw all my eggs in one basket. Darkness, got crit on my first attempt, I had to restart, and then on my second attempt, Eyes cleaned house, easy. W. He hit pretty hard, but luckily we got really good RNG with who was attacking. He attacked Celio sometimes to get, and she get her ult faster. Overall, it was pretty challenging, but with some good RNG and some good drops, definitely doable. Like I said, I will go over my team one last time. These are the only characters I used. You can only have one death, unfortunately. These are my weapons: personal, personal, personal. I think the only personal weapon that like doesn't matter here is Unions, I guess. Just for the fact that you could probably have the Leviathan staff, I believe it's called. Aqua had this just for the fact that I was going to use her for the dragon stage, but I mean, end up using her in the wolf, ogre, whatever stage instead. None of this equipment is too crazy, I don't think. You might not have 3 of this, 2 of the wind ones, but it's pretty much crucial to have those. Darkness Sword is pretty much what helped me, because if you go to it, you get the damage reduction by 7%, and the power defense and power attack are only slightly less than the sword that I put on Mitsurugi. Plus, this freed up Mitsurugi to have this blade instead of Aiza's sword, and of course, Aiz has Chinchamaru. Celio has this one for the healing, and then, you know, give that to Amelia, water damage, and that's pretty much about it. Let me go over Affinity real quick. I know this is the last day, unfortunately. What is it? Yeah, ends on the 2nd reset, so I'm recording this before reset on the 1st, so there's a little bit over 24 hours left. So best of luck if you still have some runs available to beat it. Definitely hard. Definitely, you know, don't be afraid to reset over and over and over until you get the perfect run. Definitely worth it. I spent a couple hours doing it myself. So, Aiz, she's maxed, of course. Amelia, she is 5 out of 11 and 30 affinity. Aqua's 30 affinity with everything but her ult is 1 out of 5. Darkness is 27. Everything, her weapon needs 1 more upgrade, and her mask doesn't matter because we weren't using the ult. Wiz is max on everything but her new ult, which we didn't use. Yin max on everything but the new ult, which we didn't use. Mitsurugi is 25 with only 2 out of 5. Definitely could have boosted him up, but I ran out of cat ear reliefs on Darkness. Mitsurugi still did his job. Next up, Celio only has 3 out of 5 and only 21. You know, she still did her job. And I believe that should have been everybody. Let me know in the comments, you know, if you enjoyed this. I definitely think that the dungeon was very good. It was very hard, but it was definitely good, engaging content. I'll probably make a video on my opinions on the dungeon later, probably tomorrow or later today, one of the two. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully that gives you some ideas for your last minute attempts, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.